Hi, everybody. Hello. Happy new moon. Happy Leo new moon. My name is Mari Mendoza. And if you're new to my channel or new to this, let me just tell you a little bit about myself. I have been working in energy for well over 30 years, almost 35 years. And I came to this path very, like many, got catapulted onto this path and had to do major healing, basically had like a near-death experience. In the shamanic cultures, they call that a shamanic death. So it was necessary for me to kind of die to my old self and step onto this path. Um, so I really didn't have a choice, or I did, but I decided to step into healing. I was very done with what I was doing. And so it was a huge leap of faith to step in and change my whole life. And now I am here with all of this experience behind me because then I was guided to the path that I'm doing today. And much healing happened there. Um, I re- I retrieved myself. I retrieved the part of me that had been hidden under trauma and wounding, and much turmoil in my life. And so, as today, I am doing what I do, which is weaving many of the things that I've experienced over the years into this moment now. So we are on a new moon, and this energy is really powerful because it's whenever you see this, but this is the Leo new moon. And this energy right now, if you're familiar with moon energy, full moon, new moon, a new moon just before you come up to the new moon is a dark moon. And that phase of the dark moon is where you can release a lot, where you can let go. And yesterday we had a planetary alignment with Pluto. And so this has been a very powerful time to step into new beginnings, rebirth, deep transformation. Um, I am so grateful to be here in this moment. And I know that many people are navigating through all kinds of energies because this year has been quite a push because we're in an evolutionary moment to expand and continue to grow and release the old. And so, whatever is triggering up for you, whatever surfaces, that's what is needed to be able to let go in order to step into something new. And so, that's the energy of this new moon. This is a Leo moon. And so, Leo is sun and it's confident and it's grab the bull by its horns and really be in your confidence. And so to hold that intention and step forward is really powerful. A few days ago, I was in a healing session. I had a couple that really beautiful couple in their anniversary moment. And as I was finishing with them and they left, I picked up my drum to put it away. And lo and behold, there were scarabs. There were 3 big beetles on my drum. And it's startling at first, of course, but that was a powerful message from spirit. That was the energy of what in Egypt they call the scarab. And I want to show you because this energy comes around and around, and you may have your own symbols and notices from spirit. I call them little winks from spirit. We know when there's something that we're getting a message, and hopefully we pay attention. Sometimes it takes a few times to get that, but this message was really strong because these were 3 big black beetles, and they were on my drum. And thankfully, I was already finished. But when I picked it up, there they were. So I couldn't kind of ignore it. So this image, I looked back at this and I found this in my archives. This is an image of a scarab, and this is all about transformation. But also, this was back in 2011. I can't believe it. But the energy of the scarab, this was a crop circle that appeared. And this is exactly what it looked like. And there was a moment when I was doing crop circle art because I was seeing the image and seeing it in color, and I was tuning into the frequency and the energy of the crop circle, and decided that I had to draw them. And so I did a series on crop circles many years ago, 2011, because I was feeling and hearing the sound. Crop circles are sacred geometry, they are mathematical, they are sound. Some of them are they register as mathematical and or sound frequencies that you can really tap into, so anyway, the energy of rebirth, the energy of transformation, deep transformation. And this one, I love this because it's really, it's like a portal. It holds the sun energy, which we're in right now, that Leo. It holds the rainbow transformation. So that's what we are doing in this moment, in this new moon. And on a new moon, you want to hold attention for what you want to manifest, because as the moon starts to grow larger, it is an opportunity to tap into that energy and ride that wave, so to speak. So the energy of confidence, the energy of what you are bringing forward, how you are stepping into your light. Yesterday, I had an interesting experience, and I won't go into it, but it very much was letting me know that Pluto came up to bring the shadow. And I want to talk about that just for a moment, because we're in a time where the things that are very deep within us that are surfacing, how we respond to that is really key. It's very important what you do with that. So I was very aware, and I didn't let it escalate. I stayed pretty much by myself. I was home in my studio, but I was very noticing the energy of it and recognizing there was something really deep surfacing within me that I had to attend to. And, in order to clear it out, in order to bring forth and really hold a clean place today. So I've been in the healing chamber all day, pretty much, and teaching, did a medicine wheel class, and now we're here. So to put yourself out there and to really step forward with confidence, that is the wave here. And this image that's next to me, this is one of my cards. It's one of the drawings that I did for the Cosmic Wisdom Sacred Earth deck. And this image is number one. It's the one plus the infinity. It is the energy of this pure stream of light coming in, this diamond light. So that is the number for today. That is the energy. And I don't like to get caught up so much in the definitions, because that really activates the brain and gets you pulled away from spirit, from the energy of what's really happening, to release the mind and to drop into the heart and allow, to be able to really allow. And so look at this image. This is about opening to this huge stream of light coming in. This is about opening to receive and be bathed in that light and allow it to receive this transmission of light. This is what we're going through, especially in this last year. Summer solstice was a huge transmission. We're continuing to have transmissions every day almost, but this moment is packed with potential. So transformation, to be able to harness these energies and hold this intention and move forward and get brave, actually. Really get brave and call upon your courage and step forward and call something in that you would really like to experience in your life. To be able to recognize where you are in the moment, and when something comes up, life events, outside world, whatever is happening, and you might get triggered, you might, something might come along and it triggers you. To be able to recognize that you've come this far and that you are in this place of creation, and to recognize, wow, and celebrate yourself for where you are, because this is not an easy gig on planet Earth right now. And everyone that's come forward has come forward to really be, let's say, in a mastery moment. It is said that many masters were called here, and you all showed up, especially if you're here today. You might not even think that of yourself, but to be here and experience this physicality as a being, and to recognize this physicality focuses you here, and this, the mind, the heart, the belly, this physical being that you are, and yet you are multidimensional. What does that mean? It means that the higher aspect of you is, you might know this, your higher self, the higher aspect of you, and then beyond that, through all the different various portals, tapping into the multi-dimensional realms of light and your connection to many other lifetimes, your connection to other planetary systems, your connection and your memory, whether you remember it or not, your journey through the cosmos. That's what we're talking about here. Now, many years ago, when I stepped into this, I had dreams, I had incredible experiences. I immediately was being initiated into shamanic circles. And that's why I started there, was to connect to the earth and heal. I had to heal my body and come into balance. And so I had dreams, I had medicine teachers and elders coming to me in my dream time. I was stepping through portals into other dimensions. Who knew? I didn't know that. And learning from spirit guides in a way that was very tangible. And that is how I was guided. And I always wanted to fly out of here and go fly around the cosmic realms. And I've been accused of that many times. But I was very connected to the stars. And so the first grandmothers that I stepped in were a star lineage. They were Iroquois Seneca. And I stayed within that lineage for 15 years. And as a result of that, was really tuned in to the realm of the stars. And I still continue to be connected into these various different star systems, but in different ways now. In that moment, it was absolutely perfect, and I received healing, and I had no one to talk to about any of it, but I trusted. And I had to jump in with both feet, and I prayed and I asked for help, and I was guided all the way. And so that's what the energy is now, is to really trust your own knowingness, your own being. And if not, run it by somebody that you really trust and tune into that. Because when we're asking for help and when we're asking for guidance, is it feedback, or are you looking for someone to fix you? Are you looking for someone to give you the answers? It's really good to be able to run things by a trusted friend or somebody. I have a group of people that I run things by in order to get a little bit more of a clarity for myself. In the beginning, I have to admit, I wanted somebody to tell me what to do, and I never, ever got that affirmation. they always pushed me back to myself and said, figure it out, go within. So this moment that's what we're doing. And this is all about new beginnings. This is the energy of deep transformation. And the numerology is all upper chakras. It's all this cosmic energy coming in. And so our bodies, it's not just the numerology, it's cosmic light that's streaming in from many different realms. This is the time. This is what we've been waiting for. Our bodies have to adjust. So if you are having physical symptoms, really time to pay attention to that. And maybe you need to change up something, drink more water. Maybe there is a food that doesn't work for you anymore, where before it was your favorite thing and now you can't do it. Allow yourself to shift through the flow of that, because your body, and listen to your body wisdom, because your body's really, really smart. We are in partnership with our bodies, and to make peace with our bodies and love ourselves and bring the energy of self-care, absolute radical self-care, so that our bodies, our vessels are able to navigate through this moment, so that we can bring in these cosmic frequencies. You may have heard me say this before if you've been on this channel before and or in my classes. Our nervous systems are rewiring. And so step by step, our nervous systems are upgrading. All of our cells are upgrading. We are aligning through our highest potential. Now, some may be going down a different rabbit hole in order to experience. But to be able to really allow yourself to experience, and it's all perfect. Everybody's doing what they need to, and everyone is very unique in what they're doing here and why they're experiencing what they are experiencing. And so that shadow energy is what comes up that is within you, that is resistant, is fighting, is not allowing, is throwing you under the bus. How are you navigating through these energies? And if you're carrying judgment or fear or anger, it may be because it's something that you've been eating. It may be because you stepped into somebody's field who is really struggling with something or not well. It may be outside interference. I've had a number of people contact me with these kind of energies, and to be very discerning. What are you exposing yourself to? So I love this image that's next to me. I use this quite a bit in the way of taking in a breath. Let's just try that for a moment. You take in a breath and gaze at that image just for a brief moment. And as you gaze at that, imagine that this great river, a flood of light comes pouring out from that portal. And as it comes down into your energy field, breathe in. Imagine that you're sitting under this stream of light and you receive it through your body, and it's flushing and cleaning and rinsing you completely clean. Take a breath. Let go of everything. As we prepare in a few moments, we'll go into a meditation. There are ways for you to come back to center. So you might have gone out during the day and be very busy and navigating through many frequencies. Notice what comes up for you. You might notice, if you're a very sensitive type or empathic, that you feel into somebody's energy, or somebody goes by who maybe is out of alignment with themselves or the world, and they're carrying a big distortion, or they have anger. And you might encounter something like that, and knowingly, because it's obvious, maybe somebody is raging on the street, and you walk by it and you pick up all the energy. And then you wonder why you feel tired after that. Some are very sensitive this way, and so it's good. Notice it. Is this mine, or is this someone else's? When I first started learning about this, I was very surprised by the answer. Oh, I stepped into somebody else's field. I was being very empathic. I was feeling maybe sorry for them or concerned, and I took all the energy in. It's just the way I was wired in the beginning. I thought that's what you do. Instead, you take a breath, release, because you do not have to carry that energy. That's a very old paradigm. That's a very old energy where we sacrifice or hold energy for other people. We're no longer doing that. I was in Sacred Anipi, probably almost 20 years ago, and was doing a lot of medicine wheel and Anipi. And there you go in and you sweat and you suffer. And the message from the guides was that we're doing this differently now, that you are cleaning yourself, but you're not suffering for others. That's a really old paradigm. What you are doing is cleaning, and then you can hold a higher vibration. And what we do with that is we cleanse, we bring this light in, we absorb it, we radiate it out. So that's a very different energy. Yes? So all of this energy, to be able to step into this new moon, to step into this Leo energy of the lion, the sun, this magnificent power, to harness your solar plexus, bringing in crystals. Maybe I always love to bring the crystals in. The citrine. Citrine is a powerful energy for this. And I love the natural points, of course, because that natural point carries the energy without being interfered with. It just is holding this frequency. So a citrine, maybe a golden Lemurian. I have another one. I showed one last time, but this is a golden Lemurian. These are, as you may have seen before, if you've been on this with me, I brought in the Lemurians. If you can see the striations, there we go. See that? That is the energy, the opportunity. These are living libraries. And when you tune into it and then you stroke that, you see those, you open a library of energy and information. So this is the time that we're tapping into this. And I know that I've gone all around the world with this one episode just now because in the energy of the quantum, there is no singular linear. This is all about tapping into all the information that's flowing in, coming in, and it's a stream. It's a stream of consciousness, right? It's a stream of consciousness. And when I first sat with native elders, they told stories, and it seemed like they were just going all over the place. Wow. And they told this story and took you on a journey. And as you're going on this journey all around, eventually they came back around to close it up and finalize that story. And that's what we're in right now, is to not worry about the linear, because that's the brain. This is about opening to receive the flow and what is coming in. What stream of consciousness is coming in, and can you listen with your being and your heart instead of try and figure it out? This is an energy now where many people are really they're holding this old field of the ego mental dominance, so to speak, and trying to figure it out and keep it looped in that place. And yet we are moving beyond that, what I call the ego, the mind, small self versus infinite self, the soul energy. So we go back and forth, and we learn from these places. Sometimes you're in the head. but then you open to the infinite, and then you drop back down, and sometimes you stay in the head, and you really have to open the heart. So as we're learning how to navigate and open into our multidimensional self, to listen to the heart, to quiet the mind, to surrender, to open into infinite, the infinite soul that you are. And in the Pachacuti tradition, they call it Ianunai, illuminated soul. So as we turn our attention more and more to that part of ourselves, we still have to get practical and get down in our bodies and drive a car and pay our bills and brush our teeth and take care of ourselves. But the journey to become more and more multidimensional and stay present while things are rocking and rolling around us, to not get caught up in that, not get knocked out by it. If you do, bringing yourself back to center. So this image, to bring yourself continually back to center. Where am I? Am I floating around somewhere? Oh, let me come back to center. Oh, somebody just said something and it really upset me. Notice it, triggered, back to center. Maybe you bring your hand to your heart. I love the safe practice in the self ascension, quantum healing. I do this with many of my clients because this is such an incredible practice when you get triggered. When you get triggered and the world is rocking and rolling and changing daily, all the time, and there's much out there that can really throw you for a loop and knock you off balance. Stop. S, you're safe. The safe practice. Stop. S, stop. Acknowledge. Okay, I'm triggered by something. What happened? I'm triggered. You don't want to let it escalate. Maybe you bring your hand to your heart. You come back here, breathe. You stop, acknowledge. Okay, I'm triggered. F, you feel it. What is going on? Is there fear? Is there anger? What is the trigger? Is it real danger? Or is it an old story? Is what is going on? So you feel it. And instead of shut down and escalate or react in a way that you'll really be sorry for later, you stop, acknowledge, feel it. And instead of shut down, breathe. And as you breathe, expand, exhale. I'm moving beyond and into the next evolution of this. I am lifting beyond this old trigger. I'm going to recognize, okay, and release whatever trigger response. Sometimes you have to go back in because we carry trauma that anchors in our system and goes deep, and so sometimes it's not just enough to, okay, breathe and I'm done. Many people carry a lot of trauma and need help with that, so you find somebody that can help you work through those things, work through those issues. So this moment to really step forward and claim your light and claim this moment of expansion and do it consciously. And then say to the universe, yes, I am ready. And take some kind of action that will put you out there, will move you into the next level. This is what this is about. And if you carry fear, if you are afraid, do it anyway. Breathe, move forward. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. So I am going to, in a moment, lead us through what I was inspired, a beautiful meditation, but it's more than that, it's a transmission. So to open your whole entire being to receive. I don't always know. Sometimes I'm going to go in that direction, and my guides take me in a completely different direction. So we will see how this goes. But this moment to recognize that whatever we carry deep within us that comes up, that it is time now where we're lifting through. I had an image the other just the other day. I had an image very way in the beginning, many, many years ago. I had been working with the medicine wheel, and the medicine wheel is all about balance, right? Water, fire, earth, air. And I was going through a huge emotional turmoil, cleansing. I was terrified. I didn't know what was going to happen to my life. And I had a dream, and I've gone through periods in my life where I dream. I had a dream where I was going through water, and I'd had a series of dreams. There was choppy water. It was almost like, a hurricane type of energy, choppy water, murky, murky, murky water. This last dream, I found myself kind of coming lucid, and in this dream I had come to the very bottom, and I there below me was a huge medicine wheel underwater. It was a medicine wheel, and it was like an ancient stone circle medicine wheel, very, very ancient. And I was very aware that I was going down, 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 and I touched down very lightly, and right in the center. And when I touched down, boom, I lifted off, and I was lifting up. And I realized in that moment that I had cleaned a lot. I had cleared through my emotional body, the water, our emotional body, the water, our water, our planet. We are undergoing a lot of cleansing on so many levels in many groups. The Stargate and many others are doing work with the oceans and the water, the great bodies of water on the planet. So as we all tap into our various different groups that we align with, many people are doing this work around the world to cleanse and bring beauty and love to self, to love yourself, and to recognize where you are on your path, no matter what, and recognize that you will move through this if you're having a hard time. Recognize that you've got all the skills and tools you need deep within you. And are you also tapping in and asking for help, asking for support from the higher realms? We call this in the shamanic tradition Hanak Pacha, the superior realms of light, the superior realms of thought. So as we tune in, Sami Sonko, Sami Umai, the higher heart, high mind, we open into bringing emotional intelligence, lifting up out of the old reaction energy into emotional intelligence, where we're able to hold our light, where we're able to really bring this great beauty forward. So that was quite a lot, and, but I'm sure that you will take nuggets of this with you. I want to start and look at that. It's currently where I am, 333. So are you ready to write a new story? Are you ready to tap in that 3 energy? The 333, by the way, is a 9. And in numerology, I just so happen to have a 9. This was another crop circle. That's the energy of 9 and transformation. So the 3s, that energy of creation. Creation is powerful. So the cleansing and the releasing, the deep transformation of the scarab, and moving through the portal to open through that rainbow bridge, to really connect into who you are. I'm a weaver. I weave many different things together, and now we are doing that with so much. So how do you play? How do you create? What things can come forward? I'll say this last little tidbit because when I was in art school, I was getting ready to graduate, and we had our mastery program, and we had a beautiful art critic Clement Greenberg, of all people, very, very famous art critic from New York, came to do a class with us and give us critique. And that was a powerful moment, because what the assignment was to take 20 pieces of paper, not canvas, and gather supplies, crayons, ink, whatever, glue, whatever we felt like, and just play and create. And if we messed it up, we could throw it away, so we didn't have to worry about it being perfect. And what came forward from that was a series of paintings that were mind-blowing for me. It was a journey and a discovery on letting go and allowing, and we still have to be reminded of that. So the rebirthing of the child, the rebirthing of the playfulness, the healing of the waters on our planet, the cleaning of that, and the return of the dolphins and whales, the hatun chaiwa, the joy of your creativity. That's the three. That's the energy that we're in right now, is the birthing, the rebirth, the transformation, the three. So let's reclaim this. Let's go into this moment. And I have one more image here. This image is, it's really it's hard to describe, in that this is the heart, but it goes into, this was the beginning sketch. This is what I saw, the lotus of the heart, and the energy of the power around, like a chamber around, in the spiraling, moving up into the higher realms, and the portal of that, and the lotus of the heart, and the sound frequencies moving out, and the solar plexus below. And so that there's also a three in there, those three portals before it moves up. The solar plexus, the heart, and the mind. So to allow these three to weave through here and allow this energy to carry you. So in this moment, let's step in and let go of everything else. And I invite you to gaze at this image, and then we'll close our eyes. So taking in a breath, and as you breathe, let go of having to think about anything. And as you breathe in, take a breath. Sa. The sa is a Sanskrit breath. It's very much a surrender. Breathing in as we hail to the divine. Ave, breathing in. Sa, we let go, letting go of holding on, thinking. Let go of the brain for a moment. As you breathe in again, breathe, bring your attention here now, and imagine that you step into this moment. And as you step in, allow yourself to put away everything else and gaze at that image. And then you might soften your gaze or even close your eyes, because as you close your eyes, you take your focus from the outer world. When we have our eyes open, we're focusing on the world around us, and our brain will keep us in this linear, in this physical realm, because that's what that's for. It will bring us the information of the physical. So I invite you to allow yourself to close your eyes, taking in a breath. And as you breathe, bring your breath up into the head, down into the heart, down into the belly. When you relax, let go of everything. And we begin to call around us this beautiful energy. We ask for the Most High, the guardians, to step in. And we ask on all levels to be cocooned in light, like beautiful crystalline golden light all around us. As we open to this stream of diamond light coming in, a great portal of this diamond light opens, and it pulses light, and it's comes down like just the most beautiful river of diamond light. And as it comes into this realm, it pulses around you and it floods you like you're underneath the waterfall of this beautiful diamond light. Breathe in. So let it wash through you, down through your body, down through your legs, down out of your feet and into the earth. And allow yourself for a moment to go deep, deep down, 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 and connect into the earth, into the pulsing, living light of the earth. This celestial being that's floating through space, we are connecting into that energy, this beautiful, the Pachamama, the abundant, beautiful, ever regenerating energy. So as we tune in there, a great love wave, a pulse of light flows up from the heart of the Pachamama. And as it spirals up, it pulses up through our being, up through our legs, up through our root. Breathe it up into your heart. Breathe it up through the throat, up through the head, up and out. Imagine like you're sending an antenna up, 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 up to connect into the infinite. And as you connect into the infinite, that light pours in, spiraling down, bringing this beautiful light and cleansing you. Now imagine as you do this, you step into the center of this lotus as if you are transported forward and you find yourself sitting in the center of this lotus. You might climb in, or you might just simply breathe and move yourself to be sitting in the center of that beautiful lotus. And all around you, these beautiful energies, like the rib cage of this space, all around you, creating a support and a protection. And the guardians, we call each person's healing team an entourage of light. And we ask now for the energy of gentleness, of beauty, of kindness. And this lotus, it transports us. It begins to just gently, gently lift and gently, gently spin. And as it's spinning, it's shifting the energy and frequency to come into a higher energy. And imagine violet light pulsing up through your root. Breathe it up. Breathe and allow this energy to flow up and out through you. Breathe and allow this energy to just cleanse. Violet, beautiful light. And as it spirals around you, it's adjusting the frequencies and elevating so that you are being transported in this chamber for a moment. Breathe and allow. Gently, gently lifting, and you discover that you're just floating up, 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 and you see this portal far above. And as you get closer, closer, closer to that, you move to that energy, and it gently transports you through that gateway, through that portal, into a beautiful realm of light. And this is the most beautiful, delicate energy. And that lotus, you're safe within this energy. It creates a cocoon of light around you. And here is the moment of beauty and innocence. And there are guardians all around. There are fairy-like beings. There are unicorns. There are energies of gentleness, magical, elven. This is a realm. This is truly a realm of the most high refined frequencies for healing and love, but the most important for self-love, for healing of the divine child. And so I want you to just allow yourself. It is time to reconnect with the divine child within you. It is time to call forth this little one that may have been caught up or stuck somewhere else in a trauma, a wound, or hiding. This is the opportunity to bring forth this beautiful divine child, the part of you that maybe you didn't even know was missing, the part of you that is now calling forth the reconnection, the self-love, the beauty. Call this little one in, and as you are here within this moment, beautiful guardian comes forward, escorting escorting this beautiful divine child that you are, this aspect of self that maybe split off. Allow this to come forward and see this one. Notice if there's energy, if there's a little bit of hesitancy, or if there's resistance. If this one feels, sometimes this is a part of ourselves that maybe is very unfamiliar, but to open to allow. And this guardian brings this one gently. It is time now to call forth that part of you that maybe been rejected or sent away or forgotten or given away or traumatized and wounded. But now as this one comes closer, this guardian is surrounding this one. And before this is allowed to enter, it steps underneath the most beautiful, exquisite waterfall of light. And this little one is cleansed with this rainbow, beautiful energy. There are frequencies and sounds. Allow this, breathe in. There is a deep cleansing here. Allow your whole entire spirit to clean, to purify. Breathe. This aspect of self, this part of self that maybe you didn't realize, but now to allow. And there before this little one are stairs, and this guardian escorts this little one and encourages now. Step up into the lotus. And it's as if it opens and you invite this little one in. Bring this one in. Allow this one to come forward. Come. Invite this one. This is a part of you that is magical and creative. And this one carries confidence in itself, the beautiful energy of soul, the creation, the innocence of creativity and imagination and confidence. Breathe. This is the part of you that maybe you didn't know you could access. And so invite this one in. Maybe this one comes slowly, or it's a little hesitant, or maybe this one runs into your arms. Breathe. Open yourself to receive. Breathe in. And allow yourself to reunite and reconnect with this one, and bring your heart to this one's heart, and bring your forehead to this one's forehead. Breathe in. Connect your mind and your heart. It is time to reconnect to the magical aspect of who you are. Breathe. And all around you, there is a celebration, a song, an energy. There are guardians that are like, it's about time, yay, celebrating and clapping and blowing whistles and singing and celebrating and doing cartwheels. This is the energy. Breathe. Allow this energy in, the sunshine of your spirit, the energy of divine light, golden, radiant light. We call this energy in. Reconnect with this aspect of you and hug this one. It's time to reunite with this one, and bring this beautiful child, this magical self, onto your lap. What is it you need to know? What is it that you need to connect with? Maybe this one, maybe we create a new frequency, a new energy. What if, as you bring this one in and you invite this one to share with you, maybe this one's shy or feeling new or not feeling safe. This is the moment. What is it that you need? What do you need in this moment? Ask this inner child. Ask your inner child, what do you need? And just listen. Maybe this is the energy of spontaneity or fun. Maybe this is a deep connection and acknowledging of this child that maybe was hurt. So this moment to heal and bring forward the creation energy. So before you here is the most exquisite, in this beautiful lotus, the most exquisite violet energy comes up. This is the violet flame. This is the transmutational flame, the violet fire. This is Saint Germain, Sanat Kumara, the violet flame angels. This is an energy that is here to help us transmute everything. So imagine that as this comes up, you step in with your inner child into this beautiful violet fire and allow yourself to release the old clothing. Maybe it's time. What would you put on? Let the old clothing just burn away. Take a breath. Imagine it just dissolves and releases. Breathe in. Allow it. Maybe you take off these old clothes and you just release them, letting them just completely dissolve into this violet flame. Allowing yourself. What do you put in there? Maybe there's fear. See that like an object or a heavy weight. Put it into the fire. It just immediately goes. Anything else? Notice your body. Is there fear or heaviness or sadness or longing or confusion, disappointment? Bring that energy up. Imagine it like an object. Bring it up. Bring it out. Put it into the fire. See it being cleansed. You want to release this heavy energy. Maybe there's ancestral or there's trauma. Maybe there's something that your ancestors or your family of origin carries this really old energy, and you know it, but it's too heavy for you. Take a breath, gather it up, put it in the fire. Let it go. We're transmuting the shadow. We're transmuting hucha. This is the energy. Imagine the beautiful jaguar coming through here and surrounding and coming to sit next to us to clean and purify with the golden light of the energy of the jaguar, the fire. Nina, the sacred fire, Wilka Nina, breathe. Allow this energy to transmute and clean. Every level of you is allowing. And what color would you put on that would bring forth great joy and beauty? Maybe you and your inner child, maybe notice what you put on. And this is a moment to tend to this inner child. Maybe you comb this one's hair. Maybe you help and assist to put on these new clothes. And there before you is a container. Opening this container, as this presents itself, this is a magical box full of tools. Maybe they're crystals, maybe they're paints, maybe they're paintbrushes or magical wands. New frequencies to play with that are cosmic. Open to remember, and bring your forehead to this inner child's forehead. This is a time to remember your cosmic origins. Breathe in. This is a time to remember who you actually are on the multidimensional realms, on the inner planes, on the cosmic. You know this, and sometimes it's just the coaxing and bringing forward that magical one that allows you to express in a new way. Bring it forward. What would make your heart sing? What would be wonderful in this moment to allow you yourself to invite in? Notice the colors. And if you don't have colors, notice the energy, the frequency. Not everybody sees, not everybody hears, but you know, tune into those finer energies within you, within this beautiful lotus, this container, this ascended lotus, this energy of the crystalline lotus. Breathe in. Allow this energy to balance and align through you, all of these frequencies, and bring your inner child one more time. Bring them to come sit with you. Maybe they sit in front of you or on your lap. Wrap your arms around this one. I love you. I see you. I honor you. I am listening. Let's play. What do you need? with all of the excitement and all of the energy coming forward. Drink that in. Breathe it into your whole entire being, the energy of this Leo new moon, so that when you go out in the world, it's holding and it's building, but you're also connected deeply into your internal, your soul energy. This is about elevating and opening to this beautiful frequency, bringing forward the creation, inviting your connection to this inner child, the part of you that's filled with joy and light, weaving it all together. Omni, 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 weaving it, breathe. Omni, omni, omni. As we weave these energies, it flows around us in balances. Feel yourself like this beautiful, beneath this crystalline lotus, a pulse of light comes up through your spine. Breathe and imagine, allow it to spiral up. And as it spirals up through you, it flows up and then it comes back down in, spiraling, weaving, balancing your DNA into a new level. And your inner child there is with you, this beautiful little one. He or she, watch, notice, what are they bringing forward? What would they like to do? Maybe climb a tree. Maybe go splash in the water or dance in the rain. Breathe. And promise in this moment to attend to this little one. I love you. It is time to take care of this little one. No one else will. Take that in. No one else will take care of this little one like you can. Breathe. Sit and listen to this one, or go get some crayons and or paints and paint. Or play around with crystals. Give yourself a moment. Turn yourself upside down and stand on your head. That's the energy of the Fool. In the tarot, you turn upside down, so you get out of the head and you allow yourself to see from a different perspective. Breathe in. Open and invite this energy all around you now in this magical realm before we move back into our normal physical world. All around you is the energy of life and creativity, of beauty, of spontaneity. There are dolphins swimming through this, bringing their beautiful sound and frequency, the energy of the whales jumping and spinning, the energy of water, the water in your body, and the fire of your spirit, your solar plexus, the fire, the ignition from the energy of that through the mind, igniting the fire, the sun, the energy of creation, and your physical body that houses your spirit, and your spirit, your breath, this energy all around. All of these frequencies, allow it. Breathe in. Come right into your center, the 0 point. Weave this energy in. Feel, imagine this energy weaving like the DNA spirals, but more so it's the weaving of the infinity symbol, the infinity going in and out. And right in the center is the center point. Breathe out and imagine at the heart center is that center point like a ball of light. And it pulses out to the right, an infinity symbol, out to the right, back to the center, out to the left, back to the center. Send it out the front of your heart. Send this beautiful infinity spiral out to the front of your heart, out the back of your heart, and back to the center. Send this up into the throat, a beautiful infinity loop that goes up and back into your center of your heart and down into the solar plexus. Breathe. Stabilizing this infinity right in the center of your being, an infinity cross. One more time, going out to the right, back to the center, out to the left, back to the center. Stabilizing through the front of your heart, right in the center. This loop goes out to the front, back to the center, out the back of your heart, back to the center. Stable, left and right, front, back. Now up and down. Bring this loop up back to the center of the heart, down, back to the center of the heart, and stabilize this, feel this energy. And in this moment, bring yourself back into the lotus and gather this energy with you and bring your child here. Breathe. Bring your child and breathe this in now. Allow this energy to flow in, breathe, and consciously now bring yourself all of this expansion, bring it in. Drink it in, sip on it, breathe it in, bring it in, and feel, imagine, allow your inner child to drink and absorb this healing energy, this light. Breathe and feel refreshed. This energy of the beautiful diamond light. Diamonds are pure white, clear, but also the many facets are rainbow. And this rainbow bridge between heaven and earth, this rainbow bridge between the many dimensions. Breathe. Allow this energy to reflect whatever color. Notice the colors coming in. There are colors just weaving through this beautiful chamber of the lotus. Breathe. Bring it in. Weave it. Breathe. Allow this energy to flow through you. As it flows, allow. And see this weaving through you in these last moments in the quantum. You are so much more than you realize. And you are also focus and attention into the physical realm. And so breathe in and gather all of this energy to you, right through your core. Feel your inner child sitting with you, or this inner child may dissolve and you breathe this inner child in. It dissolves into beautiful light. Breathe. And it flows through your nervous system. Your spine becomes a very deep, integral part of you. You can always come sit with this one in the chamber. And now allow this energy to begin to slowly shift. It's as if it is shifting and moving slowly down. And as we breathe all this expanded energy into the center of us, slowly moving back into the physical realm, and you realize that you feeling the density of the physical realm, that you are quite expanded and bringing in all this energy, but now you're gathering it and pulling it centered. Breathe and pull it really centered and bring it right through you. And now slowly, this beautiful chamber moves back into the physical realm, coming into balance, coming into this moment. And as it comes into this moment now, breathe and bring yourself, all this expansion, back into your center. And find yourself as if this beautiful lotus begins to just dissolve around you. And as this lotus dissolves, you find yourself sitting in the center, filled with light, fully balanced, refreshed, clear. Any last energies, residual, releasing away. Breathe. Let go. Just allow. Allowing this moment, all of this crystalline light, and know that your inner child is always with you, that you have retrieved this part of you that is the most beautiful child, this playful one, to reclaim love, to really, it's an invitation to reclaim the love and joy that you are. A part of you may not even know wasn't fully on board, but now you can bring this in. And just breathe, and maybe you bring your hands to your heart, and this light flowing in through the crown. Breathe in, bring it right through you. Now send it around you, send it around you. And slowly we become back into this room, coming more into your physical body, bringing all this expansion in. Breathe in. Bring it here in this moment. And allow yourself to come into this moment bringing all of this frequency, honoring this moment. In this moment, we are all here. One, as we open to the cosmic, as we open and allow this, we bring these frequencies into the body. Take very good care of your body. Drink lots of water. Honor. Maybe you go out and play. Maybe you just go for a walk. Maybe you allow yourself to get in the bath, or take out some crayons or paints, or play with some crystals. Allow yourself to just relax and notice how you can flow in this moment. And as we come back fully into this physical here, as we prepare to close, this is the moment. Notice what comes up. You might revisit this again, the frequency and transmission of this. And if you are seeking other support, you can always go to my website and contact me, Mari at marimendoza.com. My website is marimendoza.com. I would love to hear from you. Stay connected to this as we shift and change. Allow what is coming in to surface, and allow sometimes that maybe things are changing and it's not what you expected and new is coming forward. And so let go of the old, let go and allow. Maybe something new will unfold before you. The frequency and energy of this beautiful lotus, I want you to gaze at that one more time. Really take that in. That is the crystalline lotus. It is an ascension energy. It's a high frequency. It is a chamber. The lotus frequencies are very high crystalline. So it's no wonder that the many guardians around the earth, the Kuan Yin and the many different, you will find those elders and beings standing on a lotus, because that is the crystalline frequency. So the Ganesh sitting in a lotus, the Shiva, the Kuan Yin, this is the energy. And so as we conclude our circle of light here today, I honor you in this moment. Really love yourself. Practice radical self-care. Drink a lot of water. It's really important. And most of all, if you find yourself judging yourself, comparing, or falling into an old energy, nope, I confirm my deletions, cancel, delete, clear. I use that a lot with my clients. Cancel, delete, clear. We let go of the old story. Time to create a new story here. So what will you create in this new moon? Leo energy. Harness that and create something amazing for yourself. And so it is finished in beauty, a Navajo prayer. Beauty before us, beauty behind, beauty to the left, beauty to the right, beauty above, beauty below, beauty all around, beauty within. We honor all traditions and all of the elders. It is a most incredible moment on this beautiful Pachamama earth. We honor and love you all. It is finished in beauty and sealed with love. Namaste. And so it is.